Today is my last day in Medina, and I want to make this video because I want to share the difference I saw here between 2016 and now. I came here in 2016 also, and some insights I gained about Prophet Muhammad and why Medina's vibe is so peaceful and tranquil. And also, I'm very excited to share an experiment I did on wearing niqab. When I came here in 2016, my impression about women was that they majority of them were wearing niqab and of course hijab in a way where there none of their hair could be shown. I didn't see women alone anywhere or a group of women together without a man, because I believe at that time the requirement was that every time a woman go outside she need to have a guardian. So I would see, even if there's a group of women, there would always be a male, and a lot of time there would be one girl and one guy. So I just felt women's oppression, and it was very depressing. In majority of the stores and shops, there were men selling things. Like in women clothing store, there were men. So it just was not a very good impression at that time that I had. Fast forward this time, I was very pleasantly surprised. Our taxi driver was a female, a middle-aged female. She looked very happy. She was wearing just hijab, not niqab. So that was very refreshing. She was very confident. She told me that the day driving was permissible for women, the next day she started driving. I don't know how did she learn driving, but it was very admirable to see her. She seemed very happy. And then I saw in Mecca and here that women are going outside by themselves. I see single women alone in shops, on streets. I saw a bunch of women together without a man. I went to a really nice coffee shop at night with my friends, and I saw like bunch of girls together having, seems like a girls' night out, enjoying tea together and having a good time. And I'm here on a girls' trip, and no one is like seeing me like I'm from somewhere, a different planet or anything. So right now I'm showing a lot more hair than I show on outside, but I usually show a little bit of hair. So last time when I did it, it was accidentally, some of my hair was shown, and older women would tell me, cover it. It happened 2 times. And this time, no one cares. Absolutely no one cares. And it is so refreshing that I don't feel that I'm controlled by other people on how to dress, even if a little bit of my hair is showing. That I just did not like that part. And seeing women get some freedom, and I can feel their energy, happiness, and the vibe is different. It's way more laid back. No one cares about like what women are showing or not showing. Like, doesn't seem like anyone is bothered by it. Seems like they wanted this to happen because everyone seems like they are really welcoming it. And seeing women together without a man, it's just so refreshing. Seeing women drivers, like we have a golf cart because we were going from here to Masjid-e-Quba. The golf cart driver was a female. It was really very refreshing. Also, first time in my life, I saw a woman wearing pant and a jacket. I've never seen it here in Saudi Arabia before. She had her hair covered like me, not showing her hair here, and she was pushing a wheelchair. Last time I saw way more women wearing niqabs. This time it's very few women that are wearing niqabs. Also this time I see more women wearing their cultural dresses, which is so refreshing because different cultures are so beautiful. A Southeast Asian culture, we wear very colorful, floral, very bold designs and patterns. This is our culture, and I saw so many women wearing their traditional dresses without any abaya, which is a black coat on top. Of course, their traditional dresses were loose, but they were shirts above the knee, and then they have like loose pants. So with some kind of shawl and some kind of like head covering. And I saw a lot of women wearing that without any covering on top, without an extra covering on top. So it was also refreshing not to see everyone wearing black. It's like a uniform. I really like this time. I think this is a move in positive direction. This is my personal humble opinion. Feel free to disagree. So now let's come to the second part when I did that experiment. So here it's extremely hot, even though it's end of November. It can be so hot in the afternoon that you feel your face skin is burning. And I am from Florida, which is a hot part of United States. But over there it's very humid and it's not hot to this extent. I think maybe Arizona and Nevada is more hot like this. Florida, we are hot, but not to this extent. So anyways, I was out and about in the afternoon and I felt my skin will melt, and I know how bad it is for our skin to be in this kind of weather outside. So I saw my taxi driver's wife, she was sitting too, and she was wearing a niqab, and I was like, wow, this is and she was absolutely beautiful because she took her niqab off for us while talking, and her skin was glowing. And I realized that it is a great way to preserve your beauty to wear niqab. And that's why maybe like if you go and read history, you'll realize that Arabic people always used to cover their faces even before Islam. Their women and men also, they used to cover their faces because it's so hard to protect themselves. So it all made sense. This is one of the insight I had too, because it's just so extremely hot. So I bought a niqab and I did this experiment. Let's watch. First time wearing niqab. Let's see how it goes. It is because it's extremely hot outside, and this is the best way to protect your face, beauty, and skin. Now I understand why. Okay, so I thought I'll do good with niqab. I didn't expect me to experience what I experienced. Okay, so my first impression was I felt completely invisible. Like no one even noticed that I was there, completely invisible. And I've never felt this invisible in my life. And I wouldn't say it was positive or negative, because sometimes feeling too visible is not good either. But it was just a different experience that I had. Second thing was that within like 15 minutes, I literally started feeling I can't breathe. It was so restrictive and I felt panicky. So I don't like very small, closed spaces. There's a condition, it's called agoraphobia, when you don't like closed spaces and you start having anxiety and panic attack. I literally started feeling very uncomfortable and very restrictive. This was my first time wearing niqab. Anyone who's wearing it out of their own free will, that's good, that's their choice. But I feel bad for those who are forced to wear it and they don't want to wear it. I don't have time for the last part, and I'll share my insight about Prophet Muhammad in Medina in the next video.